Hello, welcome back. I am your host, Mellow, and today we're going to talk about grammar. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, that's just a stand-in thing. But anyway, we're going to talk about smear frames. Now, you might not know what a smear frame is. Hold on, let me show it to you. I don't really know how to spell it either, so, Oh. Ear, yeah. Smear frames. They're in between shots, which pretty much replicate movement. So let me see if there's a better thing. My mind's not with me today. Pretty much, yeah. Well, I mean, that's a little bit too cartoony. Uh, well, I mean, I guess even 3D can handle it, but it's an in between shot to Oh, hey, that one's actually made in Firepack. It's the same thing I'm using right now. Pretty much, it's an in between shot. It looks weird. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is an animation error." Oh my goodness, but no, not really. It's honestly not really an animation error because the art of animation is there's a good one. There's a good smear frame. Now, if you probably break this down, it probably has like a lot of like weird, looks to it. But yeah, you see a lot of smear frames all over the place. You see. I don't want to get sued by Viacom, but yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, that's exactly what it is. It's just an in-between shot to connect motions. Now, let's go back to this. Since we got a little bit of a brief history, this right here is pretty ugly. And we're gonna make it even uglier. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw another circle. Something that kind of replicates the thing right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make an ear on it. Make kind of like an ear. And kind of have... Let's see if I can remember how to do this.
Just... and something like that. But, so for, yeah, I had to get the kind of shape of the head. Really what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to like replicate motion blur. Alright, motion blur. Let me go ahead and draw an eye. Another eye. But yeah. Let's see if I can kind of like morph it a little bit. I don't know how that will look, but we can see and find out. Alright, we're kind of getting it. Maybe just... I'll keep the eyes. Maybe just... Yeah, keep the eyes, but have like kind of bring the circle to this, and then kind of morph it with this, maybe, I don't know. I think... I'm really good at doing smear frames and like kind of like, in no color. Because one of the things about smear frames is, you're supposed to like kind of drown it in colors. I could probably do it in black and white, but I don't really know how to, kind of do that. I mean, it looks nice. It actually does flow pretty good, but what it is just, it's a motion to do one place to another place, so boop. I don't know. Let me do a test thing. Let me go ahead and make like another thing. Because it's supposed to look weird. It's supposed to like look like. So I probably did it right, but. I don't know. I'll keep the thing. Cause yeah, that kinda looks pretty okay. I mean, yeah, I had to mess it up too. And I had to mess up this. And I had to mess up her pretty face. That's the only way. That's literally the only way. Where's her eyes at? There it is. So yeah, let's mess up her face really, really bad. In fact, let me kind of do something like this. Maybe kind of like, yeah, maybe kind of like make a new layer maybe, and kind of draw this. Kind of draw something around this. Kind of have it like resembling the character. Kind of like. Sorry if I'm not talking very much. Pretty hard to kind of think, I guess, when you're trying to get something a little bit. I don't really want to say perfect, but close enough maybe? Close enough. Oh wait, yeah, moves are not that big. Yeesh. Alright. Go ahead and move my chair to the side a little bit. Maybe this would be a kind of a longer episode. I don't know. Looks like her face is on fire, but okay, let's see how this is. You probably seen the, you know. Maybe just draw like her eyes, maybe? No? You know what? No, I like the other one. I like the old stuff. Let me get the old stuff. Pretty much, yeah, the thing about smear frames is, hold on, let me kind of, yeah, let me kind of uglify a little bit. I don't want to mess it up too bad. Yeah, I don't want to mess it up too bad. Because I might... Yeah, I don't want to, like, lose, like, animation or something, you know, actually lose animation. But, honestly, I like the fact that she has, like, multiple eyes. That's pretty cool. Let me just go ahead and copy and paste this. Beauty of actually having a, the beauty of actually having a 3D program. And it's not even the right thing. Okay, copy, paste. And then fuse these two together because... on Earth. Okay. Maybe not fuse those two together. What is... yeah, I got a secondary thing. Now, when I pretty much use that, when my powers combine, I would actually make a smear frame. Kind of draw the same, I guess kind of draw the same thing, kind of just draw like that, maybe kind of draw like this. You could probably just redraw it, but like have like the characters in between shots or something, like have like... I mean, in reality, all I had to do is probably just... I got an idea how to actually do it, hold on. Yeah, I haven't done a smear frame in a long time, so, you know. I haven't really done a lot of smear frames, I'm actually kind of new at it. I haven't done one before. Alright, so pretty much get rid of the top of her head, and then pretty much kind of draw, kind of make her look like she has like a big head. Which is pretty much, yeah. And then pretty much draw, yeah, you can draw like kind of like the horn going here, and then kind of going a little bit right here. Just make it as ugly as you can. Yeah, the beauty of making a smear frame is to, you know, not really much care about like, how it like looks. Just have like something that would probably flow into it. There we go. Now let's see how it looks. Should look pretty hideous at first, maybe, but... Alright, now you might be saying, oh wait, that's completely noticeable. Not if you speed it up a little, maybe make it a little bit quicker. And see that it actually kind of flips in. All this is just like 1 second of animation. Yeah, that's all that is like 1 second of animation. And, you know, since it's only like 1 second of animation, I got an idea. Oh no. Oh no. Let me just put this right here, get it on the outside, and then... copy. Paste. Since this is only like 1 frame of animation, it's not going to be 2 frames of animation, it's going to just be 1 little frame of animation. So then I can pretty much kind of put this right here, kind of, where am I at? Made her sister. And then the bar scene. and then just get rid of this, add this. It's like 1 second of animation, so... Alright, that looks pretty good. Comparatively, it looks pretty good. Let me add a simple smear frame. I don't know, I think I should add like a little bit of a smear frame on that bottle right there, because it kind of looks kind of ugly. But yeah, that's the thing about animation, you can make it look ugly and it probably would flow pretty well. I think I want to do like another, I think I want to do like a smear frame on that, but it probably would look kind of too much. Like I know, like, you know, there's supposed to be like a lot of motion and stuff. But, let me just find this bottle, here we go. Drag this all the way down, drag it right here, find this, hit this. kind of, I don't know, like, probably do something kind of like this, maybe? I think it like shrinks in size. Okay, where is this bottle at? I need to find this part of the bottle. Ah. Yeah, maybe like a halfway. Also, gotta sneeze. Achoo. I know, well, I done ruined it. You done killed it! Alright. So I can probably get rid of that.
And then I can get rid of this. And there's my smear frame. I have literally no idea. Oh. Oh. Well then. Let me add a little bit more to this. And I know there's like nothing to this bottle. It like shrinks throughout the whole entire thing. Kind of keep the proportions the same. Even though it will look good in animation, still kind of keep the proportions the same. I don't know, maybe... Let's see how this would work. I'm gonna look at this bottle. Oh, that actually fits in pretty freaking well. Oh, I'm sorry. It's this is supposed to be. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Comparatively. Let me slow it down just a little bit so I can see every single frame. Boom. Boom. Yes. That actually looks good. That I would say is a pretty quality smear frame. And that's a small course on smear frames. Let me save this before my thing crashes. Pretty much the goal of it is to elongate like your character. Let me kind of, you know what, let me do a quick lesson on this. So you have a, oh wait, hold on. So you pretty much have a ball, right? You have a ball. You pretty much, you have this little ball right here. And this is gonna say that this is the ball. And now you're gonna have like another ball and it's gonna be like right here. But you don't have a lot of time and effort to do frames. So what you could do, let me go ahead and kind of, So what you can do is you go into the middle of this. See how these two are like, you know, kind of, okay, yeah. Okay, one's red and one. So, like in the middle of it, I can do something kind of like this. I can make a circle, half circle, and then try to make it as straight as possible, because my hands are like horrible at doing stuff, and you just draw something. And then you pretty much connect it using that. Now this is what's called a motion blur. I probably said it like a million times in this video, but yeah, there's motion blur is a real thing. Don't be afraid to actually add like kind of like a smear frame. Smear frames People say it's like an animation error, but it's not an animation error. It's kind of necessary for like in between shots, because if a character is like moving really really quick, like okay, so you pretty much. So let's look at this. Let me add it a little bit faster. It actually adds like a pretty good momentum to it. Now, if you really want to impress me, I don't know why you would, but if you really want to impress somebody, you can add 2 smear frames. I know it's dangerous, isn't it? Smear frames, not even once. It's like a drug. You gotta introduce this. But yeah, it's supposed to like detect motion blur, also momentum too. So it's a pretty good way of like connecting stuff. Like okay, if you're gonna have like a character like the Punch or something like a punchy, like, there's I forgot what yeah, it was a Bugs Bunny cartoon. But there was like a scene in the Bugs Bunny cartoon where like this one big guy like punches like the guy, and it's like if you pause in the middle of it, he has his like his fist kind of looks like this, and then just let me kind of go ahead and may draw it all the way through. But yeah, smear frames, don't get it confused with like an animation error. Usually an animation error is usually something off model in one scene, or if something's like yeah, if something's like one color in one scene and then completely a different color in a different scene, that would be an animation error. Or if like a character is like missing a finger, or the eyes are not exactly the right color, or some that's pretty much what an animation error. And yeah, things like that kind of happen from time to time. There's a lot of that happens. All right, now let's see see, you see the it adds like a momentum to it. Like it's like you just look at this thing like normally and like, oh my goodness, that is really really fast. Well, I mean, it's kind of going slow, but you're going like, oh my goodness, that is really really fast. Whoa, look at that! It's that ball is going fast. Oh my goodness. And that's pretty much just a crash course of smear frames. You know, for your future animators out there. That's pretty much your smear frames, and please don't lag and crash on me. Thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much your smear frames. You can even add like a happy face to it. Let me add like a happy face to it. And then you go to, I might have to get rid of, hold on, let me get rid of this. This is like a blank scene. And then you pretty much put like a happy, or a few eyes right here, eye right here, an eye right here, an eye right here, an eye right here, and an eye right here. And then you pretty much kind of draw like that. And then you pretty much draw like an eye right here, an eye right here, and then kind of draw like this, an eye right here, an eye, well, maybe a little bit bigger than that, eye right here, eye right here, and an eye right here. Now I'm just having fun with this thing now. And then stop it with an eye right here, an eye right here, and then just keep with the happy face. And let's see how that works. And yeah, that's the good part about hearing my computer, just make that noise. But that's the cool part about having some animations and stuff. Look at that. It's a flying happy face. But yeah, also you might want to like have two stationary things if you want it to be stationary. Which I mean, this is like the first time I have ever really but yeah, it looks great. Yeah, it looks weird, but it's supposed to be like the art of motion, so. But yeah, I mean that's just a small course of stuff. Nah, I don't really much care for that. I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and that's pretty much all I'm pretty much gonna do for today. I'm not gonna really do very much today, other than just that. But tune in next time, and I'll do something else. Probably. I'm hoping. Maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how to end this video, so I guess mellow bomb out. See ya next time.